Welcome back to my TestOut Security Pro certification here. This is check-in for last week. I was at halfway through 5.11. This week I've made it past 5.12 and am at the very end of 5.13. These were some long units, especially with being halfway through 5.11. I had to do all of these labs. So those were very difficult. Those took a long time to figure out and do properly. So the labs were about securing switches, spoofing MAC addresses, hardening switches, etc. Then I learned about VLANs. I configured VLANs and explored how to do that in a router and in a switch and stuff. And then 5.13 router security. I learned about access control lists in routers, and I actually configured access control lists to permit and block certain things, block certain hosts. And I also learned how to restrict telnet and SSH access in routers, which is a very good practice as telnet is insecure and SSH is a secure one that you can use instead of telnet. Okay, so let's go into some of these labs here and show why they were so hard. Okay, so after looking through the labs to figure out which one would be the best to show, I'm going to show this one. So in this one, I'm basically going to be accessing the switch management console, configuring stuff in the actual switch console, and then I'm going to be going into the physical section and actually moving things around, connecting stuff, and that's why it took so long before. So we're going to just show a bit of it, not every single thing here though. So right now we're going to the switch IP address to configure it. Gonna type in the username here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we're logged in here, and I'm going to show what I did basically in here. So we'd go and configure the VLANs, so that would be in... Okay, so what we're going to do is go into VLAN management, VLAN settings here, and then it wants us to make VLAN 2, so we just go ahead and do that. Apply, there it's made, and now basically we just move stuff to that VLAN. So we'd go into the interface here and change each port to a different VLAN here, and that's basically what the entire lab was. So we'd go to filter 2, and it wants these certain ones to be untagged, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So we just go through, make those untagged, etc. Let's just assume I did the rest here and move over to the physical section so I can show what I had to do there. So it wants me to go to the lobby here, and it wants me to actually connect a camera here in the lobby. So to do that, I had to take it out, look at the back of it, connect it to the wall socket. A lot of tedious things that take a while, and if you mess up one step of the thing, you'd have to do the whole lab over again. So that's it for that. Networking closet wanted a little more. It actually had me go into the patch panel here and the switch here and connect the different ports on it. So it had me do that, which took a bit to figure out because I have very little experience actually working on switches and patch panels like that. And then the next part was just mounting another camera here and connecting a laptop with the cable also. So that's basically that lab. We're just going to score it. It's not going to be all done at all, but you can see we did the part here. We made the VLAN, and we connected that one camera. Okay, let's show one more lab, and then we'll be done here. So I'm going to show the permit traffic lab here. This one's a good one. This one's easy and quick to show. So basically it has us go into a router here, and we're just going through and using our actual commands to permit or deny stuff in the router from the terminal here. So we're going to go into administrator mode there. And then it's as simple as doing access list 11 and then permit any. And up a little there. But anyway, we need to go into config, that's why. There we go, and then we can do the access list 11. And then it just saves that, exit the config mode, and then we save the running config, copy running config to the startup config, and that's that whole lab. It's an easy one there. A lot of the other ones were harder, and there were a lot more, which is why I only got through a few sections this week. So that's all. Thanks for watching. Next week, hopefully, should be able to get started on Chapter 6 and get through a few of those sections.